Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I hope you're all having a really good day wherever you are today. And in today's video, I've got something really interesting to share with you. Some of you might already know about it, but for those of you that don't, we are able to ask David Moss some questions finally about what's been happening with StrongBlock and all the other things. Now, before you get too excited or intrigued, this isn't an AMA or anything like that. It's actually something quite different, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is and exactly how you can ask him a question if you do want to. So we're here right now on the David Moss Twitter feed, and his last official tweet was on September the 16th, just about talking about the merge. And if we go to the StrongBlock Twitter feed, you can see just a pinned one at the top, but the latest one they did was also on September the 23rd, talking about lowering node fees and maintenance fees and all that other type of stuff. But if we do go to a different Twitter feed, which is the DGH events feed, we can see here that David Moss, the founder and CEO of StrongBlock, is going to be talking at the LA Blockchain Summit. And also I have some ideas about how we can, as a community, ask David some questions and then as a community see all his answers as well. So stick around and I'll tell you my idea close towards the end. So what is the LA Blockchain Summit? Well, basically it says here it's North America's leading Web3 conference and expo. LA Blockchain Summit is the marquee conference and expo focused on blockchain investing, building, and mainstream adoption in North America. An exclusive, curated, high-impact, informative, and thought-provoking event presented by some of the world's foremost innovators, change makers, and prominent leaders in Web3, in the Web3 ecosystem. And they have gone ahead and asked David Moss to come and be one of their official speakers. So when you do trawl through the speakers, you do find David Moss. He's listed here as the founder and CEO of StrongBlock. And then obviously it gives a little blurb about him and, shows past videos and stuff like that. So yes, David Moss is going to be at the LA Blockchain Summit. Now, one of the community members from StrongBlock actually brought this to my attention and they said, Dan, what do you think? And could you dive into it a little bit more? And some of the info that he actually gave me, he talked to some of the people at this expo and basically said, hey, do you know about David Moss in terms of what he's done or, his lack of communication, what's actually been happening with the StrongBlock project? People feel that they've lost their money and people feel that he's done wrong by them and all these other type of things. And basically the person from the LA Summit responded with, oh, we're not too sure of that, but if you have any questions, you're welcome to come down and have a chat with him and ask him your questions. And I've been looking through all the expo and it actually does look quite interesting. A very, very quick side note. I recently went to the Gold Coast, Australia crypto convention a few weeks ago, and that was actually amazingly interesting. And there are some really, truly amazing projects there. Tickets are about $500, so it's not cheap, but, maybe some whales or some people can band together, pool funds and have a representative go, if you actually want to chat to him. If you do go to the event and you do ask David questions, please, please, please do your best to ask them in a very conversational manner in regards to you leave the door open for conversation. So for example, if you just, you get the mic or you put your hand up and you say something like, David, why have you just rugged the entire community and I really hate you for stealing all that money? Where do you go from that? Even though that might be your feeling, that does not leave the door open for any type of conversation whatsoever. So a better way that you could perhaps question that or phrase that is something like, hey, David, I'm sure you're aware of the blowback from your decision to reduce or to put a cap on rewards and the fact that you haven't been communicating with the community. I was just wondering why you haven't done this. Or, something like that, something which leaves the door open. Don't attack him. Don't do anything bad or disrespectful or anything like that, because that's just going to say more about you than about him. no matter what your opinions are. But anyway, that's just my advice about if you do end up going and you do ask him a question. And I know that some of you are probably thinking, well, why even bother going to ask him a question? Strongblock has died. It died ages ago. You know, all the nodes are expiring. The community is just dissolving away. Some people think that the reason he's going is because there might be some kind of announcement that they're going to make. But probably not, because with these type of events, they have to book out people quite far in advance. So it's possible that Strongblock was still going very strong when they actually booked him to come in. If you are going to go to this expo, then please let me know, and please leave a comment or send me a message on Twitter or something like that, because something that which could be really, really cool is if you actually film the Q&A that they're obviously going to do with David, and they're obviously going to have questions from the audience. And if you film it, maybe I can put that footage onto my channel or somebody else's channel, and then everybody is going to be able to see what David has to say about, you know, Strongblock and the future of it, and also how he answers these questions. And hopefully we can actually get some answers as to what has been going through his mind. And also, if you're not going, maybe leave a question as well, right? Leave a question in the comments. So for anybody who is going, they can perhaps draw upon inspiration from those questions if they can't think of anything themselves, or maybe there's 50 questions which are all the same, you know, similar, so somebody can ask that. And we can do sort of, you know, like maybe a de facto AMA if somebody is going to go and they're willing to film and all that type of stuff. Cool, everyone. I really hoped you liked the video, and I'm glad to give you this update, and hopefully we can get some info, and I'll keep you updated about how well it goes. And until next time, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.